right, welcome. I'm so energetic because I've had some time off the road.
Yay!
Stevie, welcome to episode 194. There you go, Stevie. We'll go back over there. Well, what do we do with 194? So many things. So breaking news about P. Diddy. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, you're going to be denied bail. Hope you brought your pajamas. Oh, what about your toothbrush? Oh. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't even have an article. And this is how you know you're an older white lady. I had to Google, what does P. Diddy sing? It's not my thing. I know every breath you take. That was good.
He was puffy.
He was puffy. He was too many names. That's another problem for old people. Which one are you? Are you Sean? Are you Puffy? Are you P. Diddy? Are you? I made that one up.
I like it.
Yeah, P. Diddy. P. Diddy.
I like it.
Well, Diddy's been diddying around. And let me just tell you what, as a older white comedian, everybody can see that I'm ghostly, pale white, and not to make it a black-white thing, but Katt Williams, a lot of white people don't really know Katt because he's funkadelic, he's funkalicious. He's one of my favorite comedians. But he didn't really cross over into white world. Like some people, they call it I don't know about music, but comedy, we say, are you a crossover act if you're black or whatever. Or white, you could cross over into Blackland.
Right.
Doesn't usually happen. I tried to get on BET, but they said no. I did. I tried. They had, my friend Greg Warren got on. But really, it's, I get it. It's for black people. But Katt Williams speaks nothing but truthfulness.
I know.
And nobody listens to him because Katt comes off sometimes as crazy. And he does sometimes do things that are kooky more.
Kooky.
They're not mean, they're not aggressive, they're not crimes per se. Like he got his own self arrested once.
What?
Yeah, it's a lot. See, he was filming a movie in Atlanta and they gave him a house to stay in.
Yep.
And then he got locked out of the house. And he smokes a lot of weed, but he would tell you that. And then he called the cops. Well, somebody had called the cops seeing, I'm sure it was a very nice house, and somebody rich saw Katt trying to get in the house, break in, because he locked himself out.
Oh, no.
Then they called the cops. So then the cops came, and he had a bunch of weed on the table. Just nonsense. It's nonsense. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, follow Katt on everything, and you'll know the truth before anything comes on the news.
He was on Club ShayShay.
He's on Club ShayShay a lot. That's Shannon Sharp's podcast. And he's been saying this shit about P. Diddy forever.
Yeah.
And nobody listens.
Nope.
Or maybe they do, but it takes forever. And it takes a lot to come out against him. P. Diddy got lots of resources to hurt your ass. And Katt's tiny. He's like my height.
He's a weedy dude.
He's very skinny.
He looks like Prince.
He does look like Prince, and that was one of his best friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's where why can't I roll with the black comics? Why can't I mean, I do one-on-one, but I'm not invited to the cool stuff.
No?
No.
You gotta
No.
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 That would be fun.
Katt would invite me, I think. Yeah, he likes me.
Yeah.
He sat next to me on a plane. He snuck up and sat in the seat next to me when there's only two motherfucking funny cats on this plane, and they both ride here.
We ride.
We rolling, we riding. Anyway, so that was just shocking because that's all coming out yesterday and today where you're like, ooh, denied bail. Ooh, he's going to appeal it.
Katt Williams is in the schnotts. We're good.
Katt's in the schnotts. Okay, what are we drinking? Let's move on to the real stuff. This is the Phoenix Brewing Company from Mansfield, Ohio, because I was in Mansfield, Ohio.
No,
Well, I was in Columbus, Ohio, technically. Columbus is on the rise.
Yeah.
But I've always said, even since I was a youngster, because back in the day in the comedy clubs, my friend Dave, who ran the Funny Bone, when we were like 30, he had a really nice house and stuff. And he's just the manager of the Funny Bone.
That's cool.
I think his wife worked too. But it's always affordable. You're only 2 hours from Cleveland, 2 hours from Cincinnati. If you want the big city, you want a pro football game. They do have pro hockey in Columbus. It's just I think if you want to raise a family.
Yep.
If you're single, fine for a while, but you might get itching to go a little further out.
Did you go to North Market?
I went to the North Market. It's this awesome place downtown. Unfortunately, they're doing construction all around it. So my friend Stephanie, who lives there, said now everybody doesn't want to go because it's a pain in the ass, which I can understand. I just lucked out and got a parking spot right up front because it was a weekday and nobody was there.
Nice.
So that's what we're drinking. Thank you.
Orange eyes.
That was from Termite Marion. Brought that beer.
Cool.
Yeah. What the real question is, what is Baby Cat drinking? Baby Cat. If you can't see it, if you're only listening, I'm pulling up a cat toy that dangles.
That's fantastic.
It's an IPA.
That's fantastic.
It's from the Masthead Brewing Company in Cleveland. It's 1 pint, and I opened it yesterday, and she's already super duper interested. Speaking of which,
Who brought that?
I'm going to tell you that. That is from Termite.Kathleen with a K spelled correctly.
Nice. Yep, she came from Cleveland too.
It's not correct. It's what I say is the correct way, obviously.
What is the eyes named after? The beer.
Oh, the beer is after the monster, but
Yeah.
and this is so it's actually this is an okay monster. As far as monsters go, some people get really good monsters. Other people, like Missouri, we have Momo.
What?
And he's called the Missouri
Yeah,
Monster.
yeah,
He's our version of Bigfoot, and he lives down on rivers.
Our version.
You know, he's a Midwest Bigfoot, if you will. So for Missouri, M-O, and Monster, he is therefore called Momo.
Momo.
Yes, I've never seen him. I've never seen any evidence either, but that doesn't mean I don't believe. This is what monster lurks at Charles Mill Lake in Mifflin, Ohio.
Wow.
Yes, in a glass frame. This is, oh yeah, it's creepy looking. It looks like a giant thumb with eyes.
What's it called?
It's the Charles Mill Lake Monster.
That's very literal.
Yeah, well, in 1959, it goes back to 1959. A huge, armless humanoid with luminous green eyes and large webbed feet.
Oh.
That's what they reported they saw.
Okay.
Most famous encounter ever took place on March 28 of that year when 3 friends, Denny, Wayne, and Michael, claimed to have run into the beast. After a quick getaway, they then contacted authorities to investigate the scene on the shores of the lake. They discovered a series of tracks that resembled footwear worn by skin divers.
Gross.
Skin divers?
Skin divers like those giant webbed feet things.
Oh.
Yeah, fins.
There's only been one other encounter since.
Okay.
That's what they're claiming.
Good job, Ohio.
So that's who this is named after.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, this one looks a lot creepier, but, well, there you go.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to get these cookies so I can have this space. This is crazy, in a great way crazy. Right. And trust me, some of the stuff comes backstage and I go, good crazy.
Yeah.
Others I'm like, whoa, crazy. This is a youngster, a young termite, Meghan, who said, thanks for making me laugh. And then she wrote me a card saying, I don't take this as I was weird. I just had too much free time at work. She owns her own cookie company. Nice. Megan's House of Cookies. Wow, and she made these cookies, and they have my punchlines on them. Like, I do not recall. And then there's an Accenture, and then there's me and Lou, and the potluck party. It's amazing. Amazeballs.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to take them to pickleball because none of us are in shape. And, you know, we're going to have seltzers and cookies. It's going to be great. I'm going to be the hit of all pickleball next Monday night. I can't wait. Wait till my giant chimpanzee partner, Mark, sees these. And then I'm going to go, you can only eat one before we play. We're supposed to be in shape, Mark. Come on.
How's it going? Are you learning?
We are learning, and we're making more rules for safety. More rules for safety. Nobody needs to get aggressive. Nope. And then I sent those guys a video. I go, look at this, because I watched like 1,000 on TikTok. I'm like, just for the record, I sent them to my playing partner, Pinky Tito. I'm like, and I share some with his wife just in case she wants to know for her too. These people, after they serve, most of them immediately go up to the quote kitchen, which also means just a little space back from the net. We don't do that at all.
No? What do you do?
Too far to go.
It's too far?
It's too far. It's not far. We just kind of stand where we were at. I didn't know there was like a strategy. To a game. Well, I thought it was more for fun.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, well, America's #1 growing sport. This came from, I gotta look, but then I'll stop with this stuff. I was just excited to, some of the stuff that came this week was crazy funny. What am I tasting? Conn salt and vinegar chips from where? Hold on. Made in Columbus. Yeah. Look at Columbus, Ohio. Yep. Cranking it up.
Loving it.
home of Ohio State, who did not have a game, thank God. I mean, when I was there, it can cause problems even getting out of town, and I had to get my ass to Lexington. Yeah, they're like ruffles. If you like the texture of a ruffle.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very good. For what they are, A+. I mean, I prefer the texture of a Lay's.
Okay.
Yeah, but A+.
All right.
And then we're going to try these. Snyder of Berlin. The real Berlin? Or is there a Berlin, Ohio? There's a lot of Germans in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Berlin, Ohio?
I don't know.
Oh no, Snyder of Berlin.com. Did these come from someone?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, these are barbecue chips. I don't know who.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if they're really from Berlin or... Berlin, Pennsylvania. A lot of Germans running around those two states. A lot of Amish people. A lot of Dutch speaking. By the way, I'm glad for all you people who sent to the team email that you also used the term scrubby Dutch, so it wasn't just my family being...
There's a lot of them. There's a
But
lot.
my dad would say it's not racist. He'd say it's literal.
Right.
Well, they scrub their porches every day and they're Dutch. What else would you call them, Kathleen? They're scrubby Dutch people. I'm like, all right.
Thank you, Dad.
I like that. We're discussing outdated racist terms.
Came from a termite in Columbus. But no
In Columbus, well, thank you. It's all right. That's what we're tasting. Now we're going to, upcoming shows. You guys want to get out on the road? How about this week? You want to go to Oklahoma City? Yep, that's Friday. You want to go to Dallas?
Oklahoma's Thursday.
Oh, sorry, that's Thursday. Right.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow,
Yeah,
as a matter of fact.
it's
Look at me. Jesus Christ.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah. What's sad is I don't even do this like George Jones was just drunk and forgot. I just forgot. I don't know what day it is.
That's all right.
Neither does my mom. That's why our conversations are great. What do you want to do tomorrow? When is that? I don't know. I thought it was today. Nope. We're going to do it Friday. Okay. Bye. No, September 21st, Dallas, Texas. That'll be this Saturday.
Couple tickets left.
There's a couple left up in the balcony. But as I say with comedy, there's no bad seat.
Well, you released a couple too yesterday.
I did release some good ones. Yeah. So that's how that works. In case you ever wondered,
Mm-hmm.
the person whose show it is, you get X amount of comps, and then there's marketing comps for radio, TV, whatever. That's what the theater deals with. Then, let's say I don't use all my comps, I can put them back, and they can sell them.
Right.
I think they did some marketing ones too. September 27th, Foxwoods Casino.
Nice.
September 28th, New York City Town Hall.
Fun.
I was hoping my little friend Connie Chung would come. But I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Connie Chung, who I met at a golf tournament once, and I've never laughed that hard.
Really?
I don't think ever with one human being.
She's so smart.
She's married to Maury Povich, and me and Connie got into a lot of red wine, and he kept, I couldn't believe I got to meet her. I was like, I just liked her the best out of all the anchors, except
Diane Sawyer.
the lead nightly anchors. I like Connie better.
Yeah.
Connie laughed more.
Yeah.
Diane Sawyer is beautiful and smart, but very serious.
I bet.
I'm not putting Meredith Vieira in that category because she wasn't a lead anchor at nighttime.
I bet after a couple of glasses of wine,
Well,
she would also loosen up.
I don't know, but Maury kept coming over and telling me and Connie to stop drinking, and she was like, "Shut up, Maury. We're having fun. Just shut up." And I woke up and she was on the Today Show. She wrote her memoir. She told me she was doing it.
Cool.
And then one day, it was just like a 3-day charity deal. I walked down and she was I went in the like gift shop to buy sunblock or something like that. She's in the corner sneaking, trying on shoes. She goes, "Don't tell Maury, he says I have too many shoes." I said, "Why don't you come golf? Just ride in the cart with me. I'll kick Lou out. It's a nice day. You got to get out of here. Get out of here, Connie." Conn. But she's going on her book tour. So if you want to meet Connie Chung, apparently there's like 20 million Asian kids named Connie after Connie Chung.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you have to be Chinese or not. She's Chinese. She's got crazy stories too. Anyway, New York City, October 11th, Troy, New York. October 12th, Burlington, Vermont. The leaves are already changing. I saw a picture on TikTok.
Super cool.
I know. Salt Lake City, come on. Even the Mormons, you can come. Come on. Come one, come all. I'll do my Mormon temple joke, I promise. Yeah, it's a throwback. That's old. I'm going to have to go listen to it to remember it, but I experienced it, so I should be able to regurgitate it no matter what. What a crazy outing that was by myself. Mm-hmm. They could make so much more money if they just followed the steps of the Vatican.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
The Vatican knows how to make some money.
Hand over fist. Most of it back in the day, cashola, baby. Nobody's counting that. And then they're their own nation. So they put it to get it inside the gate.
Come find it.
Bingo, scot-free. Right. October 25th, Spartanburg, South Carolina. October 26th, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Fun.
So, in Columbus, too, for all you Ohioans. Gail Hogan used to be the news anchor. And because back in the day in the club, you were there Tuesday through Sunday, a whole week. Yeah. So I got to know every local news anchor. And she came to the show. She's finally retired. Thank God for her. Good for her. She didn't have to get up at crazy hours and do crazy shit. And then Lexington was a blast, too. And then I drove back.
Everybody wanted to know about your opener.
Oh, the opener was Mike James. He's very, very funny.
Yeah.
It's a very... Put in comedian Mike James if you want to go find him, because Mike James, there's probably 10 million of them.
Put it in the notes.
Put it in his notes. Put it in his notes. Well, I'm going to keep this out here. All right. And some lady sent me this card. There's amazing. Regina, I don't know how to say it. This kitty reminded me. Yeah, it looks this card, it looks exactly like Baby Katt. Baby Katt must be a common pattern. She'd been waiting to see me on years. Sent condolences to my dad. Wishing you all the best. It was just a cute little card. It looks exactly like Baby Katt.
It really does.
I know. Who knew? Her own siblings don't look this much alike her. No.
No.
Now there's a new cat here, and now I named him Cedric because he's a nice, sweet, friendly face. And Cedric, he's all black, and now he comes every morning, every night, and stands patiently and waits for breakfast and lunch, early dinner, and
you
then
have another cat
and
now?
then. Well, no, I don't let it in. It looks a little feral.
Oh my God.
He's scruffy. I feel bad for him. His eyes are too close together. He probably got shunned from the group.
Probably.
He's very sweet, though. The other cats really like him. Baby Katt makes out with them.
Gross.
They have little kissing sessions at the cat door.
That's weird.
And then she allows his entry. All right, moving on. Let's get this show started. That's enough of my bullshit. Cedric. I've already fed Cedric this morning. Queen news. Oh, no. Queen Stevie has spoken. Oh, no. This election is pushing people to the brink.
Yes.
Stevie never speaks about politics. And Stevie said, as my friend Taylor Swift eloquently stated, now is the time to research and choose your candidate that speaks to you and your beliefs. Only 54 days left to the election. Make sure you're registered to vote. Your vote in this election must be one of the most important things you ever do. Love, Stevie Nicks, childless dog lady. Oh, and she's got a picture of her little tiny, I don't know what kind of dog that is. She takes it everywhere on the road. So I think the childless dog lady and saying my friend Taylor, I think she's saying, without saying, and I know that makes people mad, but like, who cares? Whatever they said.
Right.
Whatever.
Yep.
Sing Landslide.
Right.
I don't give a shit. I can't believe how angry people get when they go, well, nobody asked your opinion, just shut up. Whatever, just ignore it.
Yeah.
Or agree with it or disagree with it or whatever, but anything.
Vote, that's the key.
Yeah, they're all telling you how to register to vote. That's a good thing. More Queen news. Queen Stevie's been very quiet.
Yeah.
I need her to get back out on the road. You've had 2 weeks off. That's enough, Stevie. We all know it. If you're a road animal, after the second week at home, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. Cher has dropped the bid for conservatorship over. Where is Cher out here?
No, Cher's being repaired.
Oh, Cher's being repaired. I think Baby Katt doesn't like tall people.
Yeah,
she knocked her over one too many times. Yeah.
She's going after.
Anyway, she has stopped the fight with this 48-year-old child.
Right.
You know what I would do? Give him a shit ton of money. Here you go, sweetness. Don't call me for money again. Call me for anything else you want. That's your money. And then why? So what if the lady takes it?
Right.
He's 48. I don't know.
I feel you.
How? At what point? And then I'm like, well, I guess they just don't do their own thing because your mom's Cher. I don't know what it would like to be the child of someone rich like that.
What does Elijah do? Let's find out.
Elijah goes to Chateau Marmont and drinks and smokes cigs. That's what Elijah does.
Well,
And not that I'm against either one of those.
Almond brother money too.
Right, he's an almond brother. His daddy was an almond guy.
Greg, yeah.
I'm not Greg, right. Greg Allman. He looks like him more. She's dropped the bid. Yeah, let it go, man.
Oh, his professions are singer and guitarist.
He's a singer and guitarist?
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least he can do something.
Exactly.
A lot of the rich ones that I know can't do a goddamn thing. Chappell Roan, my Missouri Midwest princess, leader of the children.
She is.
And I like a lot of her music too. It's crazy. Sometimes it reminds me of Cyndi Lauper. Sometimes it reminds me of that band, I think that was Berlin, that was like, nobody walks in L.A. That song. Walking, 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 nobody walks in L.A. Then sometimes she sounds like Florence and the Machine. But she's definitely her own thing.
Yep.
And I'm so happy somebody from southern Missouri just went bam. Because it's a little harder down there, a little more conservative.
Yep.
People aren't quite as loosey-goosey as they might be in St. Louis or Columbia or Kansas City because it's a small town. Anyway, she did appear on the VMAs.
I know.
And I think that's why she did cancel those concerts. But then I think I changed my mind. I think she should have done it.
Yeah.
Because it was awesome. And she could go make those shows up. But it was too late. I didn't like the timing of that. It was 2 days before or something.
No, it was a week before.
Well, people had made travel arrangements and all that.
Sound 100.
I do sound 100.
Travel arrangements.
They had contacted their travel agent at their local travel agency.
She got Best New Artist.
She what?
She got Best New
She
Artist.
did get Best New Artist. So she did it. I mean, worth it.
Yeah.
You know, and she's so popular right now.
A lot of fire on that set. It was fun.
A lot of pyro activity. Yeah, I'm sure the insurance people that sit at those things are just like, oh fuck. This whole place is just gonna, that's, oh my, Jelly Roll. Oh, so the Emmys. The only reason I taped the Emmys is because Lewis was going out there with The Daily Show because they were nominated and I wanted to see what happened. Otherwise, I don't watch enough of regular TV to even know who these people are. I just don't care. And it's also Sunday Night Football.
Well, that's really what you...
But I did tape it, and Jelly Roll sang his song Save Me, I think it was that. One of the ones that I love for the in memoriam thing.
Yeah,
oh, it was hard. Made me cry the whole time.
Yeah.
Lewis, the whole Daily Show got on stage because they won. But Lewis is just pigging around in the back like a little pig looking for a truffle. But not, I'm like, Lou, why didn't you come to the front? You're one of the people that have been on there the longest. I mean, he's not on every day. He does his segment. And he was like, well, I didn't really, I go, well, how was it overall? He goes, well, the show was too long and their tuna didn't have enough mayonnaise on it. That was Lewis's review of the Emmys.
Oh my God.
I go,
when do you eat tuna at the Emmys? When?
well, it's funny because he knows people who know Meryl Streep, so Lou does know her also. I said, why didn't you go ask your buddy Meryl Streep to tell him to go get some mayonnaise? People would do whatever they said, whatever Meryl said. He said, Meryl and I have very different experiences at the Emmys. He said, Meryl goes in, they have a whole setup for that. But Lou does know Billy Crystal from back in the day and stuff, and so Billy snuck Lou in the secret way.
Nice.
But Lou still had to go to the main deal, and I guess they had little tiny tuna sandwiches. This is all Lou cares about is fucking food. I know. It makes me laugh so hard. Like a roast beef sandwich can turn his whole day around. Either which way, good or bad. Because if it's bad, then he feels like he ruined his lunch choice. And you don't get one till tomorrow.
Nope.
And I'm like, Lou, that's in your mind, though.
Right.
You could take one bite of that
No, nope.
and just say no and get, I'm too hungry now. Like, whatever.
I have to eat shitty food.
So he did not enjoy.
Joy.
Plus, it was seats. It wasn't tables. I go, I know, I saw that. I go, that's never as much fun because then you have to stay in that seat.
Yeah, that sucks.
But he won, so, you know, congratulations to the Daily Show, folks.
Nice.
That's fun. But Jelly Roll, that was some king news because Jelly Roll performed, and he had a wonderful outfit. I'm sure it's not easy to find clothes in his size or somehow figure out what the hell he's going to wear. And Tom Brady, Tommy, maybe he'll come out of retirement. Everybody's hurt.
Yeah.
Why not? He's sitting right there,
How's
for
your
Christ's
fantasy
sake. He's already at the game. He should play for whatever game he was supposed to broadcast. And whatever quarterback was in there, you're out. So you might get lucky, Miami. Maybe you don't have to use Snoopy Hoop Hoo, or whatever they're Snarky, or what's his name?
Skylar.
No.
Yeah,
Is it Skylar?
Yeah.
I thought it was Snoop.
No, there's no Snoop. Snoop Huntley you're talking about.
Snoop Huntley.
He's in Baltimore. I mean, now he's a Dolphin.
Now he's a Dolphin.
Yeah, but he's not going to play as Skylar.
Oh, Skylar's playing. He's a backup.
Yeah,
So there is a man named Snoop.
Did you pick him up in your fantasy team?
No, because I didn't have Tua, because I'm smart. I don't pick the running quarterbacks.
Oh.
Not the tiny ones, because you're going to get hurt. And this is exactly what happened. If you're going to pick a running quarterback, they have to be a moose,
Are you
like a
still-
Josh Allen or a Lamar.
Yep.
Yep.
A moose. Okay.
I have moose.
quarterbacks. Moose quarterback.
Or they have to be stay in the pocket people, a.k.a. Joe Burrow. That's right. I don't want a little weenie person on the move. That would include myself.
Right.
Russell Wilson always made me terribly nervous. I wouldn't take him. He was more of a tank, though. Tua, and then he lost weight, so he looks even skinnier. I don't know. Update!
Wow.
Yeah, that's all. Snoop's been quiet. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good on
He's
King.
still on vacation. Mm-hmm.
He should. He should be on vacation forever.
Mm-hmm.
From all that Olympic hoo-ha.
It's ridiculous.
Update! This is weird. So, termites, do we remember last Super Bowl? This is terrible. Incoming news. But you already know this. If you listen to this podcast, you already know this. 4 Kansas City Chief guys were found dead, frozen, like Jack Nicholson in The Shining, in lawn chairs in this guy's backyard.
We talked about it on the podcast.
We did. It's just been a long time. I'm sorry. 3 of them were dead. One guy left that before whatever happened. The owner who was renting the home said that he went to bed and didn't wake up for like a day and a half. Really? How hungover were you?
Right. On a Monday.
On a Monday, when you claim you have a real job, like a day job. Well, after 9 months, been a 9-month probe, they said that they do expect charges to come soon, but not of the guy who rented the house, not the host. His name was,
Bob.
Yeah, Jordan Willis rented the home.
Okay.
But prosecutors are not planning on holding him responsible. A drug dealer is expected to be charged in the case of 3 Casey, who died in the freezing conditions after taking fentanyl at a friend's house earlier this year.
Wow.
I can say with confidence, my client will not be charged in that regard. My client will not be charged in any manner having to do with the untimely death of his friends.
Wow.
So a note to all drug dealers. This is going on with the Matthew Perry thing, too. They are starting to act...
Are you giving an edict to drug dealers?
Yes. If I have any drug dealing termites, if you're going to, like...
El Chapo's in prison.
Yeah. I mean, they're starting to crack down on the root of the, who sold it, who cooked this meth up in your basement or whatever, and holding these people. So there was one guy besides the homeowner, another guy, I believe, that lived and he left. Maybe he knew where the guys got the drugs.
True.
And then that guy knew, and then that guy knew, and, so on and so forth.
Bad game of
So, heads up, drug dealers. Just get your shit together. Stop making bad products that are killing people. Yeah. You know what you're never going to hear? The weed guy killed somebody.
No.
Never.
No.
Update!
Wow.
Baby Reindeer.
Oh, no.
They get it. They have a trial date.
Really?
Baby Reindeer. 2025 with Netflix. Netflix, what is the actual matter with you? Pay the woman. I can't believe it won all those Emmys. Why are we rewarding this? Whether the lady is crazy or not, that's for you to decide. Go on the internet and check out all the interviews with her. Come to your own conclusion. Do I believe she's stalked in some way, shape, or form? Yes, I do. Does that make it okay to ruin someone's life on television? No. They didn't do one thing to hide her identity. Not one. You couldn't have been more accurate about describing this lady. All you had to do was say, oh, she's Australian or Irish Not Scottish.
Nope.
She is Scottish, you dumbasses.
And a lawyer.
Make her skinny. Why can't skinny people be stalkers? You got to make her the fat chick. That's not nice.
No.
But she also does happen to be chubby in real life. So they just didn't do one thing. Well, it's a 170 million defamation lawsuit. If you offered her 50 million, well, she's pretty bullheaded. She might hold out.
She'll
But
tell you to fuck off.
she might tell you to.
Fuck off.
Yeah, but in that Scottish accent.
Like Brian Cox.
You fuck off. Yeah. Offer her 100 million and walk away. You got everything you wanted out of it, Netflix. A bazillion views. You got Emmys. You couldn't have brought, a wheelbarrow wouldn't have brought them all home for the ones they won.
Nope.
Well, nobody's given on this. The federal judge set this trial for May 6th start.
Wow.
God, I hope she shows up.
Fantastic.
Oh, it'd be so fantastic. I'm canceling gigs if that
She's
happens.
representing herself.
Representing herself.
Yes!
I'm sure she will. No, she's smart enough not to do that.
That would be great.
Yeah, I remember when that subway shooter did that. Oh, Ted Bundy tried it too.
I know.
And I'm like, hey, you know what, guys?
Doing.
Has that ever worked? Where you turned on the news and went, oh, in a weird turn of events, Jeffrey Dahmer has cleared himself of all charges. No.
He's good.
Yeah. Update! Bed Bath & Beyond is returning.
What?
I know.
Stop it.
No, it's true. I gotta stop yawning. Bed Bath & Beyond, they're coming back to the American retail landscape, but not under traditional store opening model. No, the parent company Beyond Inc. is planning financial partnerships with 2 existing retail chains, one of which is expected to begin converting some of its stores to Bed Bath & Beyond early next year. In addition, the company is negotiating with another entity to bring its Overstock.com banner into physical retail space.
Huh.
They're not going down without a fight.
Wow. It's because all of the Bed Bath
They were
Beyonds,
too big. I mean, it was the joke.
They're all pickleball courts now. They can't go back.
But also, you know, if you got on the ladder in Bed Bath & Beyond, all of a sudden there was an employee to reprimand me.
Right.
Ma'am,
Put down the
I've
candle.
already monkeyed my way up 15 steps. I'm going to the fucking top because there's a comforter up there I can kind of see. And I'll drag this whole aisle down if I have to. And I'll put it back. I'm Midwest polite. But, you know, I couldn't find any employees. There was always like one lady up at the thing and whatever.
What are you going to do?
It's going to provide, so they're going to be a lot smaller. That's the thing,
Good.
which I think could help. I also think they should consider my idea about putting a bar in there.
Yes, that'd be great.
Right.
Yeah.
You can get a liquor license. It's not that hard.
No.
No.
Towels and booze.
Towels and booze, toasters and, I can't think of anything.
Tequila.
Toasters and tequila. See, come
on.
on, we can do this
Yes.
all day.
Bed and beer. Boom. Bed, beer, and
Sheets
beyond.
and Schlitz beer. God, that's an old one. Okay, this is holy shit they found it.
We should rename them.
Holy shit they found it. What?
Beer, bed, and beyond.
Beer, bed, and beyond.
Yeah.
Right.
Or bed, beer, and beyond.
Bath, beer, and beyond. That sounds a little porno.
Yeah. We'll think about that. Wow.
What else did they sell a lot of?
Candles.
Comforters and
They had aisles. of
Kahlua.
candles.
Comforters and Kahlua.
Nice. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's early.
Moving on.
Yeah, our brains up. So, Leonardo da Vinci has a $450 million masterpiece that we don't really know where it's at.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The painting is called Salvador Mundi.
All right.
It looks very much like the Mona Lisa. It is not the Mona Lisa. It also it's like he's holding a ball. It also could be Christ.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
I look at these things and I don't know if it's a man or a woman. You know, I mean, the Mona Lisa isn't quite distinct either.
Nah, that's a woman. For sure.
All right.
Yep.
Well, this looks more like a man.
Okay. They all had a lot of hair back then.
It's long hair, curly kind of at the bottom, but it kind of looks wet. I don't know. Yeah.
He looks like a wet dog.
He looks like he just got out of the shower and he's going like this, like a peace sign, I guess.
We'll put it in the notes. We have destroyed this.
It's been unavailable since it was auctioned off in 2017 at Christie's.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to find out the name of the documentary. There was a great documentary about this place in Geneva where they have the most valuable shit in the world in these like storage lockers, and it's by a harbor and it's underneath the ground. What? Now, yeah. But why would you want to buy this and put it in a storage unit underground? I don't know. They believe that it's stored in Geneva, and its owner, Crown Prince, of course, Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia, the guy who dextered the guy, he's going to make it public once again. That's what they're claiming. Yeah. He said it's in a larger effort to modernize Saudi Arabia. He is going to put it in a museum in Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
Guess what I'll never be seeing in person.
You'll never see that.
Right. There's many rumors of where it is, but experts confirm that it's in Geneva in this really weird place. I got to find out the name of that documentary. It was fascinating. But scholars have mixed opinions on the authority of Salvador paintings. Critics argue that both the style and restoration of the painting... Oh, there's a whole movie about this painting. I watched it like twice. Can you Google a movie about Leonardo da Vinci's Salvador Mundi? Because a lot of people say it was his assistants that did it. That it was da Vinci's assistants.
The Lost Leonardo.
The Lost Leonardo. Yeah, what's it on?
Rotten Tomatoes liked it.
Rotten Tomatoes. I loved it. I thought it was great.
It's on Netflix.
On Netflix. Okay.
We'll put it in the show notes.
All right. By the way, what else? I didn't do what I'm watching. I watched the...
We are all over the place.
We're all over the place, but that's okay. Termites can keep up.
Absolutely.
Quick-witted people. The Perfect Couple was phenomenal.
Oh, so great.
Nicole Kidman is terrifying at sometimes, but not on purpose. Like she is on purpose, but not on purpose. But just everything about it was so great. And it's only 4 episodes, so you're not committing to like seasons and all this. The other one I'm enjoying at a leisurely pace is Dark Winds. It's about an Indian reservation. And then the season 1 does kind of come to a conclusion, so it doesn't leave you hanging. Right. And then season 2 picks up. It would be better if you saw season 1 to watch season 2, but also not 100% necessary.
Okay.
So I like shows that can do that.
The Lost Leonardo.
The Lost Leonardo. We'll put it in the show notes. Well, this is the one.
It's also on Prime.
Oh, it's also on Prime.
And who do we love? Prime.
We love Prime. We love Amazon.
We love Amazon.
Holy shit, they found it. This is, my dad, because he used to watch all the history. He used to make me watch History Channel 24 hours a day, which I loved. It's not like making me do it, but these Romans, as my dad would say, did a lot of roaming around. He thought it was funny every time. Probably a little bit, maybe not. Okay. Anyway, I do agree. The places these people walked, the Romans, when they were conquering the world, this is nuts. A 2,000-year-old Roman military camp has been discovered hidden at unusual altitudes in the Swiss Alps. They went all the way up to the top.
Wow.
At 7,200 feet in the sky, located at Calm-La-Runga corridor of the border of Switzerland and northern Italy. Artifacts like arrowheads, slingshots, and other military equipment were uncovered at the camp. I mean, here's the thing. Once I walk up there, I'm not coming back.
No.
7,000 feet above sea level.
Right.
And then, okay, let's say you did this for military strategic reasons to be able to get to the highest point of viewing to see if someone's coming. How am I going to tell the bottom people?
Yeah.
Do we have people in camps all the way down? And we do it like the Pony Express? Here you go, paddles. You run this note down to the next camp, and say, we're being attacked.
Strategic.
It's strategic, but warriors must have trekked through the mountain pass to have a vantage spot overlooking a known Roman era battlefield, which sits 2,950 feet below the camp. So they were above that.
This is in Switzerland?
Yeah.
Wow.
The camp was found last year when a volunteer detectorist researching the area, that's what it says, discovered a terrain structure which turned out to be a defensive wall.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's just crazy how far. It's also crazy what you can find up there.
They're motivated.
Yeah. going to have to plan a trip where I go look for something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what.
It's a general
Just,
statement.
well, you know, just go, if they can find stuff, there's stuff out there. That's
Yeah.
the whole point of holy shit, they found it.
Aren't you going to Pompeii?
It's still exciting. Yeah, but Pompeii's already been, they're working on that. People are working on that. Working very, very hard.
Do you mean qualified people?
Yes, I mean qualified people. Do you want to be a gondolier in Venice?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's lucky you're alive now because
moving on
for before it was only for the males in the family. Females were not allowed. No girl, no girls. This is kind of fascinating, and I'm going next year, come hell or high water.
Nice.
And by high water, I mean Venice could be sinking, so it's on my bucket
It's
list.
high water.
It's very high water.
We're moving on to news.
No. Oh yeah, this is news. Yeah, I don't have any more updates. Sorry, news. Because they need a bunch of gondoliers. So you want to see if you want to do the job. And let me tell you what, when you get out in real water, not that shit in Vegas at the Venetian, it looks a little harder than I would think.
Really?
That's a skinny boat. You have to have good balance, which is not one of my fortes.
I feel that way when we saw the ones in Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could do the one in Vegas. Because even if we capsize, the water's only 2 feet deep.
I think it's also on a track.
You think it's on a track? I don't know. I never even looked at them long enough to decide that. I don't know.
We'll call our friend at the Venetian.
Yeah, my hookups at the Venetian will tell me the truth. Is this like those antique cars at Six Flags? Are they really on a track?
Like Small World.
Venice needs new gondoliers. The job requirements being 18 or over, having high school level education, have to know how to swim, and you have to have a medical certificate that proves a healthy and robust constitution.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The application process is no simple matter. First, budding gondoliers must apply to a training course, Art del Gondolier, or the Art of it. They will only be eligible if they can prove they can row or at least show signs of what having it takes to develop the skill. Being able to move the gondola around is the most important thing. The pre-selection helps us to understand this. Are there people that can't row a fucking boat?
Yes.
Really?
I bet you.
The training process is rigorous. Here's what you're going to have to do if you want to do it, paddles.
Okay.
You have to take 30 hours of theory lessons.
Theory? About what?
I don't know. What theories are we talking about?
Yeah.
We talk about aliens or medical things?
Medical science.
Scientific theories, medical theories.
Wow.
During which you're going to learn the waterways equivalent of the highway code.
Okay.
So it's like driver's ed for that should be applied to the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, and then it should also be applied to Old Hickory Lake in Tennessee.
Yeah, they're bad.
Those are just two I can mention. I'm sure there's many others. You're also going to be taught English and French. You already know French.
Chappell Roan.
Yep. And about the history, art, and culture of Venice.
Why would you have to learn French if you're in Italy?
I don't know why you would have to know French while you're in Italy, except maybe the French insist upon it, and they do have a reputation for doing things like that. This is a note for you. If you're gondolier, people do not speak the Français. We will inform all of the French not to come.
Okay.
To all of Italy.
Well, that's popular. That's population control then. For the
Right.
tourists. Yeah.
The Spanish should take a cue from that.
Yeah. Fuck the French.
Easy there, paddles. I'm not saying fuck French people. That's not nice.
Just only in their, yeah.
They insist on certain things. You're also you have a particular focus on how the city was built and its water routes. You will have 10 hours of practical training involving rowing a gondolier with a single oar.
Steering a boat.
This is called kayaking. This is called kayaking.
It's your primary.
There are only 433 in existence today. The profession used to be exclusively male, with its coveted license usually being handed down from father to son. But now the profession is open to anyone who's an EU citizen. Oh, you're out. You're out.
Yep.
Georgia Pascola became the first female gondoliera in 2009, and today there are 14.
Oh.
Well done, ladies. There's a generational change. People retire and need to be replaced. Blah 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 blah. And they make good money. I mean, it was like a real job.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
This made me laugh though. Hold on. You usually find that the young tourists only want to take selfies. It's family or people over 30 who show more curiosity about the city and want to know its history and how it was built. Such was the enthusiasm of a group of Chinese selfie takers on a gondola last December that they failed to heed the gondoliers' order to sit down, knocking the vessel out of balance and falling overboard. I'd have left them for a while. I wouldn't let them drown, but I would have just like acted like I was rowing away. That's your fault, and then make them panic. Yeah.
We don't have any life jackets.
He had to scramble to rescue him. The guy.
It's funny.
They will also be taught. You'll also be taught key words in non-European languages to avoid such incidents occurring. Wow. What? Sit down. It's I guess. What's the word I'm going to use so that they don't? Yeah.
Asseyez-vous.
The application process is going to cost $1,000.
What?
Yeah.
That's probably not going to be good for there.
Yeah. No, I think people want to do it. It's a good gig.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
We need some citizenship.
It's one of the most sought out professions, they say.
I think it'd be fun. You get some arms. Think of that.
They can expect to earn 150,000 euros a year.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
great.
That's crazy.
I'm heading there. I'll figure it out.
My arms would hurt. My arms aren't in shape for that kind of shit. I would quit like unless I just only took like 2 customers a day.
True.
But I think I would be in trouble for that. I feel like they're kind of telling you to get your shit together and let's turn them and burn them like a steakhouse. Let's go, Kathleen. Quit talking to your people.
Yep.
This is crazy. I talked to my mom about this, and my mom goes, "Well, of course I know about this, Kathleen. Anything Catholic."
This is crazy.
I feel like their Catholic education, my mom and dad's, was way better than mine, but mine is still better than some.
Mine.
Yeah.
It's better than mine.
Canadian Catholicism. I don't even know. I don't even know how you were awarded any kind of certificate.
Well,
I mean, you flunk with flying colors.
We are settlers.
You're settlers, but you're settlers before you're religious people.
Yeah.
That's for sure. The ones in the west of Canada.
We can all line dance and make a campfire.
That's just wonderful. You can line dance, and can't you ballroom dance too?
Yeah. It's gym class. It's great.
That's gym class. Well, I learned how to square dance at Lake of the Ozarks.
Boom.
Yeah.
See, we're good. Solid life skills.
This is another one, like the nun in Missouri, except this is the perfectly preserved corpse of Saint Teresa, who died 450 years ago, is hailed a miracle. And my mom goes, "No, she would be known as an incorruptible." And I'm like, "What's?"
Yeah, I didn't know what that is.
Incorruptibles? It means people who their bodies stay perfect after they're dead, for the most part, perfect.
How many are known?
How many are known? I don't know.
Don't know?
This lady died 500 years ago, and it's being called.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. This isn't, she died in 68, her body still looks fine. She died in 1582. She was exhumed from a church in Spain last month, leaving experts stunned she had not decayed. The team compared images of the remains taken in 1914 to her today, finding her face clearly visible and her remains were incorrupt. The silver coffin, encased in marble, was open to study her remains and understand health conditions that plagued her during her life.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm like, what are y'all doing down there opening tombs from the 1590s? We got a creepy crawler down there if you're doing that without a reason.
Yeah.
You just want to see dead bones, and that's
what's the matter with
gross.
Respectful.
Oh, she's the patron saint of chess players. Good for her. Oh, shit, she has a lot of jobs. She's a patron saint of chess players, lace makers, loss of parents, people in need of grace, people in religious orders, people ridiculed for their piety, and those who are sick. That's a lot. How about we let's
Let's break that down.
just maybe 2 of those things, like chess players and lace makers.
Lace makers. Wow.
I'm not really sure I even know what they mean by that.
We'll figure that out.
It was exhumed August 28th. Her body is still incorrupt. Look for God's miracles. They compared the photos. They have not released the images, but said they will do that. There is no skin color because the skin is mummified, but it can be seen, especially in the middle of the face. It can be seen well. The face of Teresa's face is clear.
The pictures are kind of crazy.
I don't really have it.
Put in the show notes.
they're going to protect the remains, but I wanted to see if there was something in here. We'll put it in the notes.
Okay.
She suffered in her life from convulsions, stomach problems, dizziness, and loss of consciousness. She defended her mystical experiences in her memoirs when she related symptoms to having a connection with God. Yeah. Well, there you go. It's another one. We got 2 this year.
Yeah.
Google it. Put how many incorruptibles are known. You have better words. I was like, have been dug up. That's what I was going to Google.
Canada. And you're shitting on my... I had good education. Oh.
How many?
Over 300.
Over 300.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a lot of... See, and then that makes me worried. What if I cremate myself and I didn't have my body? Now, the odds of me being an incorruptible aren't very high, but prudence is the key.
A lot of people want to know how incorrupt is incorruptible.
How incorrupt is incorruptible? That's a very good question. Who's deciding? That's the other thing. Who's the judge and jury of what the tenets should be?
It's the Vatican. It's always the Vatican.
The Vatican. We have so many fun things going on. We've got incorruptibles and millennials being sainted. And his body's on display.
Exactly. Come on down.
Lou sent me an article about some saint's arm is on tour. I forget. You can go see the person's arm.
Is he going?
So I said to Lou, if you're in any one of these towns, you're getting down there and take a picture of it for me.
The arm.
He would totally do it. Yeah. You're allowed to take photos.
Well, thank God.
Do you guys like Party City?
Well, no.
You know,
Only if it's next to a liquor store.
my nephew, when he was little, loved it.
Really?
Kids like it for Halloween. But he loved it for like he wanted to get his own stuff if he was having his birthday. This is when he's like 6, you know. But also to go in there when they had their own money was just as bad as a dollar store. Oh my God. Just math that didn't make sense and fuck it. Me just throwing shit in the cart going, I'm paying for all of it. Merry Christmas. And then they're like, our mom said you're not supposed to buy everything. I'm like, well, your mom's younger than me.
How much is
And
helium?
guess what? How about you dummy up and not tell your mom I did that? Keep the money on the down low.
Exactly.
It's not stealing and it's not lying.
It's not stealing.
Well, I didn't understand Party Cities. If you've ever been in one, they're humongous. Again, I don't understand. What is the rent? What is the rent?
Right.
Maybe it was cheap back then. Sometimes they open strip malls and give people free rent for an extended amount of time to make the mall full. Then you charge them rent later. I don't know. It's good for bachelorette parties, I say. I never really looked for adult things in there. I never even thought about that.
I liked hot air balloons.
Balloons. Oh yeah, they did have good balloons.
Yeah, helium balloons.
Well, there's a lot of them that are closing. In January, Party City entered Chapter 11 bankruptcy in order to restructure their debts and try to make a plan to move ahead. They've recently emerged from Chapter 11, but that plan includes a number of stores across America. 36 have closed in 17 states. Check by you.
That's too bad.
I just thought there was too much space.
It's a lot of paper.
A lot of junk, too.
Yeah.
A lot of shit that I felt like everything was $2 from China.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't see a lot of high quality, but for a little kid's birthday party, you don't need.
A lot of streamers.
Yeah, a lot of paper plates.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You get that at Target.
They carry more than 45,000 items in their store. Oh my God. That's a lot of the items. Yeah, 45,000. This is where
That's crazy.
I could not do that job because I'd organize a box and then another box would come. And I'd be like, there's no end to this. I can't do this. I can't organize, party.
45,000 items. No wonder it takes you so long to check out.
Yeah, there's a lot of items to keep stock. So when some don't perform better than others, it becomes counterproductive. They have large numbers of items that don't sell, taking up shelf space. Well, put them on sale.
Exactly.
If the manager's employees don't stay ahead of those waves, they can quickly come crashing down. Other factors that can contribute to the closures are locations and demographics of each store. If you have an upcoming party or need some gold plastic cups for an event, you can still shop online. Just go online. But kids liked going in there. Yeah. And I liked seeing them in there because they had so much fun.
Amazon.
Or you could go to Amazon.
Yeah.
But Party City, they got excited because of the party.
Right.
That's another place they should have put a bar. And then all of us parents could sit there and enjoy a margarita and let them run around the store and pick up whatever the hell.
You'll buy 10 times more stuff.
Starbucks.
Uh-oh. Also needs a bar.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't there a Starbucks somewhere on the road I told you about that had alcohol?
Taco Bell.
Was it Taco Bell?
Mm-hmm.
It's a place that usually wouldn't did, and I was shocked.
Yeah.
So their new CEO published an open letter about the chain on his second day at the job.
Oh, no.
Here's the little jackass we hate that has the private jet. Brian. Hi, Brian. Are you enjoying your private jet from Newport Beach to Seattle?
Give us back the straws, Brian.
Have you ever heard of John Wayne Airport? It's in Orange County.
Wow.
He said, now he does want customers to linger at the cafe that they used to.
Come on.
He said their role as third place has diminished. He wants you to stop by your store, then maybe kick back, hang around, order a second coffee, and chat with your fellow customers.
Because a coffee's $8 now.
This is usually me with fellow customers. I can't believe that man's shit is that loud and he won't turn it down. There's always some guy that's like 60. It'd be my dad. Everything's on speakerphone. Dude, you're in public.
Yeah, conference calls. Ugh.
He wants to change it. We're committing to elevating the in-store experience, ensuring our spaces reflect the sights, smells, and sounds that define Starbucks.
Smells.
I don't know.
I don't know about all that.
I don't think the kids care.
No.
Old people care.
They like the smell of
The 7 Russian guys that meet at mine every morning. Sometimes there's only 4, but they get all the way up to 7.
Yep.
They're their own little pack, but they're old. They're 70. I mean, they're having fun.
You should invite her to play pickleball.
Yeah, I think they could play pickleball. A couple of them. A couple, no. They're gonna make them inviting places to linger. Well, here's the thing, Starbucks. I go around this country every single week, and I've been to 1 million. And all you've done lately is shut the space down and take out the goddamn furniture. Some of them are huge, and there's not a chair in there.
Nope.
In cities, big cities especially. I mean, New York, you might as well just stand out on the street, and someone will throw coffee in your face and go, "There's the coffee you ordered."
Yeah.
Because you can't even, like, I bring my own sugar.
What?
Well, because the thing's so tiny, and then you got to ask them now. It's a thing.
They never came back from COVID with that.
Some did. Some stores put the coffee in the cream. I couldn't believe after the Tylenol scare in the, 1990s, that we still put cream out in a thing.
What are you talking about? The Tylenol scare in the 90s? What is that?
The Tylenol scare.
What is that?
It's when people were, Google it, but they were taking Tylenol, the gels, and filling them with poison, and then people were buying it and eating them.
Putting it in the coffee cream? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying you can't leave something that is for the public out and available for someone to tamper with.
Wow. Okay.
Google Tylenol scare. My phone's off, or I would do it.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That is ridiculous.
Gee, keep up, Paddles.
Wow. The Tylenol scare in the 90s. So
Yeah,
we can't have cream.
Do it. It could have been the 2000s. Put What year was a Tylenol scare?
Okay.
The chain has invested in its drive-through pickup and delivery sites over the last several years. Efforts that have become at odds with the traditional role as, quote,
Oh my God. 1982.
Oh, the 80s. Oh, it was 1982.
Oh my God.
The Tylenol scare. It was a big thing.
82.
All right.
Wow. Moving on.
Well, I'm just saying, after that, they made a big crackdown on what you could tamper with. Well,
That's ridiculous.
all right. Yeah, well, it's ridiculous that there's creamers.
7 people died.
7 fine Americans died, perished, and you're sitting here laughing. You're sitting here laughing at the death.
Segue. We can't have cream on counters because the Tylenol scare.
Right.
What?
That's a feel-good story.
That's ridiculous.
I'm going to tell you somebody you should be scared of.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be very scared of him. I did not know.
Lord.
Yeah, but now, let's go back to Starbucks for a minute. So now he wants to put all the furniture back in. No, as my dad would say. Pavel Durov. Have you ever heard of Pavel?
Nope.
Pavel is a Russian Elon.
A relon.
He's a Relon. We have an equivalent. He's a Libra.
Sorry.
Born on October 10th, 1984. 2 years after the Tylenol scare, so we know he didn't do it. I don't think they ever caught the person who did it.
Crazy. I'm gonna get into this later.
Yeah.
It was just last week. No, it wasn't.
Him and his brother. Okay, he's a bazillionaire. Like,
where's his money come from?
him and his brother Nikolai Durov. They founded the social network VK.
Okay.
This is all in Russia and shit. In 2006.
Okay.
It became the most popular social network in Russia. So he's kind of like a Zucker and an Elon.
Okay.
In 2014, after a conflict with the new owners of the company and pressure from the Russian authorities, he resigned as the CEO of VK and left Russia for the Caribbean nations of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Oh.
Then he invented a Telegram, which is apparently a huge messaging app like WhatsApp in Russia. And I don't know where else it doesn't ever say. They created that in 2013, him and his brother. Okay. And it claims a high level of data privacy. Okay. In 2021, he held citizenships in 4 countries: Russia, St. Kitts, Nevis, the UAE, and France. He was on Forbes' billionaire list in 2023 with a net worth of $11.5 billion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That's crazy amounts of money. But in August, he was arrested in France.
For what?
Party might be over. Maybe he can get hooked up with P. Diddy in his cell. Whoa. They can talk about all their money. Criminal charges relating to an alleged lack of content moderation on Telegram and refusal to work with the police, which allowed the spread of criminal activity. They're saying there was a lot of dark web shit on Telegram and that he allowed it in order to make money. Now, we do not know if those things are true, but they're kind of, France arrested him, and he can't leave France. But he will leave. Like, that's why I'm glad they denied bail for P. Diddy. He's got a jet in New York. Oh, then he wanted to attend trial, but he'd live in Miami and fly up every day. But no.
We need the children. They need to go.
He claims that he's Pavel says he's the father to 100 kids.
Stop it.
What is with these white rich guys wanting to have shitloads of kids? Like, what's Elon's got? Like, I don't know, 12.
Let's see if
It's like a power move. It's not like you don't have time. No one has time for 100 kids.
He's got 7.
7?
Nope, 12.
12. Yeah. Some of those 7 are twins. You got to count twice.
12 children's names, ages, and mothers. Going in the notes.
Okay.
Multiple mothers.
They say he's a combo of Zuckerberg's and Jack Dorsey's bizarre lifestyle habits and Elon Musk's libertarian streak. Plus a similar obsession with pro-natalism and fathering children.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you just want to see more of yourself?
Yes.
Mini-me's? Jesus. Yep. Well, we're gonna keep up on whether or not the French keep him and whether or not he gets in trouble. I feel like the internet is the Wild West, and these guys are doing whatever the fuck they want. And by the time our slow news process, our justice system catches up, it's too late.
There's so many bots on Facebook. It's stupid.
The bots are out of control.
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have an article here from Mark Cuban, who I do like, where he thinks Elon Musk's biggest power play on X is letting users think they have free speech. X isn't the bastion of free speech everyone thinks it is, he said. Mark Cuban said. The Shark Tank star said the platform is only as free as Elon wants it to be. Cuban has frequently accused Musk of running X based on the latter's own whims. Yes. He bought it. He owns it. He can do whatever he wants. I know everybody thinks this is a platform of free speech, but I see the opposite, he said. But also, I don't really take it that seriously. Like, if I have a free speech matter, I don't think, well, I better go on Twitter about that. Like, no.
X.
Free speech is a bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. Elon said. Oh, Elon.
Right.
No, it's either going to be a right-wing thing or a left-wing thing or just not a thing.
Right.
Instagram's not left or right. I don't feel like.
No.
It's just funny pictures.
Wonderful pictures.
Funny little movies. Very nice.
And you can shop every now and then.
You can shop. Everything I bought off of Instagram was dicey, though.
Yeah,
One thing, I got one sweater on there that turned out to be exactly as advertised. It was a little itchy. I'm not sure the wool is the finest wool that could have been purchased. I've touched sheep that were a lot.
a lot more huggable.
It's only free as Elon wants it to be, Mark said. He can intimidate. He can alter the algorithm. He can suspend anyone he wants it. Yeah, he's a king. He's the ultimate arbitrator of everything on here. Of everything on here. And the biggest power play is him making you think you have free speech until there's nothing any of us can do about it. Right. That's why I think he bought it. I think he bought it to destroy it.
I do too.
Yep.
I don't participate anymore. I'm abstaining.
You're abstaining from Twitter? I participate.
I like Instagram.
Well, I like Instagram too. And I like the TikTok. And I don't understand Snapchat. So I don't really do that one.
I think that's for the children.
I think it is for the kids.
Yeah. They like to communicate with emojis.
I have 2 feel-good stories.
Nice.
Yep. That's what we're going to do. 2 feel-good stories.
Great.
Here's the first one. And it happened right here in Nashville on the footbridge.
Oh!
Jon Bon Jovi saves a woman's life who was going to jump from the bridge.
Yeah, I saw that.
He actually did.
It's crazy.
He's still very cute. He was out there filming a music video, and there was a woman on the edge of the railing. She was on the other side.
That's crazy.
I would be terrified to approach someone. Like, what if I said the wrong thing, and then they went, fuck you, and then I'd be like, I at least accidentally participated in that. Oh, my God. He approached the woman. Apparently, he has a training in all this.
He has training? In
Yeah.
Suicide?
Yeah, because he has a charity deal.
Oh, that's great.
I'm going to tell you if I can find it. Hold on. Oh, this is all about his surgery. He had vocal surgery. That's why he doesn't sound so good. Yeah, I don't have, he has, if you go to his website and stuff, he has like a mental health
That's great.
Charity thing that he's really into. So I guess he knows how to talk to people that are
We'll put it in the show notes.
in some sort of distress. And it worked.
That's great.
Yeah. I bet that lady really is rethinking a lot of things.
Yep.
Well, I was going to kill myself. And then Jon Bon Jovi walked up to me. I'm like, well, living on a prayer if it ain't little you. Look at Jersey marching right up to save my own ass.
He's so cute.
This story made me laugh.
Okay.
I don't know that we should be laughing.
Okay.
But bear in mind, Target is one of my favorite stores.
I love Target.
I love Target.
Love it.
8-year-old Ohio girl takes family's SUV on a 20-minute joyride to Target.
Stop it.
Now, the car is a Nissan Rogue.
Oh my God.
Which
An
I...
SUV.
No, it's the car. I think it's a Rogue.
It's a little thing. Looks like a toy.
Yeah, but I've driven those. I've rented those, the Rogues. I don't know how an 8-year-old is tall enough to reach the pedals and the wheel and be able to see.
Well, an 8-year-old is your height.
An 8-year-old's not my height. They're not 5'1".
You're not 5'1".
I am 5'1".
No, you're not.
Yes, I'll challenge anybody.
Okay.
I'll challenge anybody to pickleball who says I'm not. Her family reported her missing to the Bedford Police Department around 7 a.m. To their amazement, a neighbor's Ring camera revealed the little girl climbed up into the driver's seat and drove off. At the same time, police were getting reports of a child driving a car seat on East Rockside Road that matched the description of the missing vehicle. In their scramble to find the 8-year-old, the victory came when a license plate reader picked up the SUV on Pettibone Road.
Wow.
Yeah, wait.
Wow.
Finally, Brainbridge cops located the vehicle in the parking lot of a Target, and she was found inside the store. And when they found her, she had a Frappuccino. This is the children that are on the move. I love it. She will take matters into her own hands. You don't want to go to Target? Well, I do. Oh, you don't want to spend money on fancy coffee? Well, it's delicious.
The Starbucks 100-day plan's working.
Yes,
Right.
see? Nobody was hurt. She did admit that she took out a mailbox on the drive. Somebody's mailbox is dead and gone. It takes 25 minutes to drive the more than 10 miles. She drove 25 minutes.
Oh my God.
10 miles. They said there's not going to be probably any charges. It's a, quote, ongoing investigation.
Oh, of course it is.
Investigation.
Can you imagine? How would she know how to get there?
I don't know. The 8-year-old probably knew to put it in the GPS. Target by me. That's what I would do. That's how easy it is. Nearest target to me, and then hit start. They did not. They did let her finish her frappuccino. The cop said, "We're not mean. We let her finish it."
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. That's great.
That's just a wonderful story. So there's your feel-good stories.
Nice.
Termites. We're gonna do some thank yous and then some quotes.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's to the girl. What if you saw an 8-year-old driving next to you? But people might think I'm an 8-year-old. I know if you're behind me, you don't see the head of a driver.
You sure don't?
Nope. It's a driverless car. The giant Haribo bear backstage. That was it. These are from Columbus. It was very cute. That was Michelle and Martin. Lots of Cleveland local beers. Shared them with Mike. Shared them with the staff in Columbus.
Fun night.
Yeah. I did bring it up. So sometimes I do the joke in my head, but it's not really a joke. It's just what happened. I was sitting on Southwest next to two 20-somethings, and just when I think they can't make me laugh any harder for goofball reasons, the one goes, "Oh, I know. Nobody manifests like Mindy." But she said it with a tone of jealousy, and like there's no way you could ever be as good at Mindy.
You couldn't.
Well, this shirt that says "Nobody manifests like Mindy."
Yay!
I love it. And then they got the podcast episode on it, 177.
Nice.
Nobody manifests like Mindy.
Great.
That was from Karen and her daughter Kate and the cat treats, and I was out of greenies, and boy,
Just in time.
they're mad at me. Yeah, I've been gone too much.
You've been home. Yeah.
I've been going a lot. It was just, I had to make up all those shows and blah, 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 blah. So the greenies from Terry and Donna, much appreciated, and the golf stuff. They have a great hoodie. I didn't bring it up, but I wanted to wash it.
Very jealous of that.
And Nessie, the Bigfoot tee, Sandra and Julie in Columbus, and super cool. The cat toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right in front of you. It's great.
That's from Bo and Wade in Columbus and a bunch of others. And then
Wade
Lexington.
Bo and Wade are cats.
Oh, they're cats?
Yeah.
Oh, I see Barb and her cats, Luna, Cowboy, Amos, Bo, and Wade, and I got it. Yeah.
Yep.
I read a lot of the cat stuff backstage because I like it. There's so many people that have funny cat names.
Yeah.
Like, they've named their kids really well.
Cowboy Amos?
I like Nacho and Taco. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Cowboy Amos is funny. And then Lexington, I got the bourbon balls. My mom's going to love them. And a Cocaine Monday catnip. It's here. So these are bags.
Wow. What is that?
It's a catnip, like, paper bag. So, like, if I open an Amazon box and it has any paper, they all go crazy. They want the box. They want the paper. Well, this is the ultimate cat toy because finally somebody got smart and put catnip in a brown paper bag. They'll think it's just a regular bag that they should be playing with, and then they're going to get high as shit. It's going to be great.
That'll be fun. We're going to film that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from Nikki and Michelle. So thanks to all the termites. I'll see you guys out on the road. It's time to...
We're getting a lot of fantasy questions, too.
Fantasy questions?
Yeah. How's your team?
My team is in second place.
What?
Yep. And that's with a lot of injuries. Thankfully, I have escaped the serious injuries. Like, I didn't have Tua. I didn't have Christian McCaffrey or Cooper Kupp's hurt now. Yeah. I mean, and those people were like first rounders. Well, maybe not Tua, but Christian was. Yeah, my guys are just kind of.
Inching along.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them.
Yeah.
I did terrible in the pick'em pool though. The game I picked right was the game I was actually sitting at. I'm like, the Titans just no.
Did you have fun though?
I love going to Titans games. I love because you can walk from downtown, park anywhere you want. The Jets fans, for a shout out. I don't know why I thought they'd be a little more aggressive. Because they live in New York. Right? Nicest people ever. Funny, fun. I met Jetman.
Did you?
He's a man who wears a cape. Sometimes he gets shown on TV. He was super fun.
Yep.
I taught them how much moonshine they should or should not have because they were going to go a little far with it. And I'm like, you will massively regret that. Let me help you.
Let me help you out.
There were Jets fans everywhere. I'd say a third of the stadium, if not more, were Jets fans. And it was a perfect day. It was like 85 degrees. I mean, perfect for me, not if you're hot and a football player and all that crap. not perfect for you at all.
You had a giant beard.
My sister went to the Chiefs game. Her and Matt and their friends, and it was like 90 there.
Oh, wow.
She just kept saying, "It's so hot here." But we had cloud cover down here in Nashville, and Kansas City did not. It was just the sun beating down on Highway 70 in Arrowhead Stadium.
Are you going to the Packer game this weekend?
I might go to the Packer game. I don't know. It depends on if Jordan Love plays. It also depends if it's really going to be 95.
It's really hot. The Packer fans will die.
The Packer fans will wilt like tiny, tiny, tiny flowers.
Yeah.
They're going to hate it.
I know.
They want it to be 9, not 95. Yeah, and they're going to have they're going to have the wrong jersey on.
Yeah.
They probably don't even have a short sleeve one.
No.
The Packer store, though, is the greatest store I've ever been in my life as far as merch goes for your team. It is fucking, it does not end, and everything is more fantastic than the next. You're like, oh, a pool table with all Packer balls.
Yes.
I mean, they've thought of everything. I've never been in the Cowboys one. I would imagine there's would be another one that's like, because Jerry's the master marketer. But, yeah, so fantasy, everything's fine. The pick'em pool, not so good.
Are you winning in the children's pool?
I am destroying in the children's pool, and I think we need to have a meeting with some of the children about the waiver wire. I don't think they understand how to pick up people, and when you do it, and then they're like, I don't know. The addicts are doing well.
Yeah.
The 2 children that I believe are full-blown addicts, they're doing great.
How old are they?
12, 9, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. If you guys are in pick'em pools, geez, everybody did bad last week, though. Everybody did, but
How's your boy?
I'm in 14th overall. Lewis is in 17th.
Oh.
I take a lot of pride, personal pride, in just beating him. I have a thing going on with just him.
Totally.
Yeah.
How's your boyfriend Kittle doing?
George Kittle, Kibbles and Bits right here.
Yep.
Fine.
Yep.
But San Francisco people keep getting hurt, so I'm hoping we're going to pass a little bit more to George Kibbles and Bits for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, termites.
Rock on.
Are you ready for it?